Hi you all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. My name is Joy Ada of Joy Ada Space. Please do also click on the subscribe button if you have not done so already, and turn on the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And if you're an old subscriber or you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back again. I really do appreciate it. Okay, thank you guys so much for your love and your support. You guys know I don't underrate you. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So today, this is outside of my regular or usual setup for a sit down video, and that is because, to be honest, I don't think I'll ever find time to actually sit down and make sit down videos. So I have decided, or an idea has come into my head to just make these videos as I do some work around the house, but still pass across the message. Now I'm not going to be showing you guys what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make some breakfast, so yeah, I won't be showing you guys what I'm doing, but I'll be talking with you as I go about my duties at home. So you guys, today the topic I'm going to be talking about is what they don't tell you about marriage, or I don't know, what should be the topic itself? Yeah, what they don't tell you about marriage, really. So you see, when you have made your intentions known, and maybe you tell a few friends, and maybe you tell the church, and particularly for those people that have to go through like this thing they call marriage committee or marriage counseling or stuff like that, you've told your pastor and stuff like that. The truth is, when they are trying to talk to you about marriage, many of them, okay, not everybody, many of them don't tell you some things about marriage. And I'm just going to be as practical as I can be, and I will make sure that this video is not too long. So here are some of the things they don't tell you about marriage. They don't tell you that as a lady, you're going to be cooking every day. And I'm pretty sure this is like a major shocker for some ladies when they eventually get married. They're like, hello, we're eating out, I wasn't cooking every day, we're ordering for food, blah blah blah, but now you're telling me to cook every single day, fresh meals. How is that done, right? And God help you, if you have married the kind of man that will not tell you, sister, every day I'm gonna be eating pounded yam and banga stew, abi soup, and everything was made fresh with fresh mango juice and pineapple juice. My dear sister, these are some of the things they don't tell you about marriage. Because if they tell you these things about marriage, you guys will have a discussion about it before you actually get into the main marriage, and say, okay, so bros, this is the situation of things. Do you like your foods fresh? Are you open to outsourcing the cooking of our meals? How about we order food on some days? How about you even cook for us on some days? So you guys, these are some of the things they don't tell you about marriage, and these are some of the things you guys have to really have discussions about. Oh well, for me, I made sure that I spoke about these issues. Another thing is responsibilities at home. So when you get married, the house is not going to be cleaning itself. The shopping you guys will have to do, maybe weekly or monthly, it will not be doing it by itself. Someone has to actually be doing the work. Yeah, so you have to talk about it. Are you open to helping me clean the house while I go to the market and do this and do that? These are some of the things they don't tell you. That's why I feel like they, as much as what they say or what they teach, or submit to your husband, this, that, those things are important. But my dear, make it as practical as possible for the young couple, right? Make it as practical as possible so that nobody is taken by surprise, because all these little things, he's constantly making me to cook. How will I be cooking every day? I'm not his servant, I'm not this, that. That's actually what causes some of the problems that we have in marriages today. So I just feel like these things should be incorporated. Yeah. Another thing they don't tell you about marriage, okay, is that you're going to be paying bills. Especially when you're just moving from your father's house into your husband's house or into your own house. No one really tells you. That's why I advocate for one to live a little bit on his or her own, so that you will know how to take responsibilities. You have to pay utility bills, you have to pay bills for hospital bills, stuff like that. These things are things you're going to be doing. Yeah, when you get married, you're going to have children, and you're going to have to pay for hospital bills. Yes, you have to buy a baby's diaper, food, clothes, things like that. These things are really, really important, and I feel like they don't really say these things as well as they should say it, because I'm pretty sure that if these things are being told to some young couples, that they think that marriage is all about sleeping together and having fun and eating out and doing date nights, when they tell them some of these realities, some of them will go back and say, I'm not sure I'm ready for this, so I'm not sure I'm ready to take up this responsibility. Some people might actually be sincere enough to say, no, I'm not ready for that, and back off or wait a little bit more. So yeah, I didn't intend to make this video too long. So these are some of the practical things you're going to be doing. Yes, and yeah, that is it. These are some of the practical things you're going to be doing, and it's very important that you know these things, because you are going to be working, my dear. You will clean, you will sweep, not just as the lady, even as the man. You will wash, you will take care of the babies, you will babysit, you will hold the baby so that mommy will go to market and come back. You do these things. Yes, it's just a reality, and you have to be a hands-on, because these days both the husband and the wife, they're contributing to the financial responsibility, or they are taking care of the financial responsibility in the home. Both of them are working, so you have to be hands-on, both of you. Gone are the days when the ladies are the ones that just sit down at home and take care of the house, cook the meals, wash the clothes, clean the house and all that stuff. Gone are those days. So you have to be a hands-on daddy, okay? You have to be a hands-on father, and also a hands-on mommy. So if you want to pursue career, my sister, marriage is not for you. If you know that career, I'm not saying you will not pursue your career when you're married, but if you know that it's too important to you and you can't afford to share your time, okay, regarding these responsibilities, then it's not for you. Just don't even bother. You just make your life a living hell. You constantly regret, complain, and you just be whining up and down. So yeah, another thing they don't tell people is that marriage is for the fulfillment of God's purpose. It's not about having children, which of course you're gonna have. It's not a regular marriage, unless you want your own to be a regular marriage though. So if you want yours to be like a regular marriage, where we get married, we have children, we build house, we have investment, blah blah blah. But if you know that your marriage is towards the fulfillment of God's intention when he was establishing it, then my dear, you have to be intentional about it. So there are things you have to do. You have to pray, you have to study the word, you have to make up your mind to put in the work. Because you see, this thing about spare the rod and spoil the child is rampant in this our generation. Oh, don't worry, he's a little baby. Oh, she's a little baby. And this, that. And you're just building okay children, okay? You're just building sometimes not even okay children, because from what is going on now, Yahoo everywhere, these people are coming from homes. They're coming from people that call themselves father and mother to them. So I mean, you have to really be intentional about creating an atmosphere where kingdom-minded children will be raised in your home, right? So these things are really very important. Well, this is just a little bit of what I wanted to share today. There are still a lot of things that pertains to this thing called what they don't tell you about marriage. Now, different marriages and relationships have their peculiarities. Okay, English is hard these days sometimes, yeah. So different marriages have their peculiarities, and you have to be aware of yours and walk in that light with the help of God, the Holy Spirit, and just doing the right things. So these are just some of the things I wanted to share today, and I hope that it helps one or two persons to make a very sound decision. Because my dear, it's not about the glitz and glamour, it's not about the flowers, it's not about the ashwabi, it's not about the decoration or the 100th-year cake you're going to be cutting that day. It's not about your wedding gown, it's not about your tuxedos or your hair or your shoes or your, it's not about that. It goes way beyond the wedding. So if you know that you do not know that you're going to be cooking every day, you're going to be a nurse to your children and your husband or your wife when they're not feeling too well, if you know that you don't know that you're going to be shopping, okay, when mommy doesn't have the strength to shop or your wife doesn't have the strength to shop, if you don't know many of these things, responsibilities, paying bills and stuff, then my dear, you better take a breather and just relax first. Check it, count the costs, because you don't want to be making a mistake or regretting your life at the end of the day. Yeah, this is just a candid warning, just a sincere, kind advice to you and for you. So if you leave me, I'll continue to say a lot of things, but let's just end this video here. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Share, like, and all of that good and nice stuff you guys do for me. Until I come your way again next time, from me to you is bye.